and I got an opportunity to work on a very cool magazine program, a youth magazine program back then called Network 7. People who hated it said, it's just about moving, the cameras wobbling around all over the place and stuff, But it was it was cool. It was very cool subjects, cool people, cool venue, sort of in this big old warehouse, so no proper sets. And I worked on a little slot within that called True or False, where I had to go out and find really bizarre true stories, or I had to make up slightly less bizarre fake stories, and whatever one you made, you had to make it so that the audience didn't know whether it was true or false, and I had to judge it. So it was quite fun. Like Shameless has been really a very, very kind of useful show. Bloody hell, it was tough to make, and TV is a tough world because the schedules are quite, it's a lot rests on a director to deliver a lot of material in a short amount of time, all the time. It's very, very tough. I did shoot a commercial with Al Pacino last year, and that was great. I have to say, he was really nice to work with. Yeah. And even though it was just for a day, it was just a very good, relationship. Jan Lumley, I love. We've worked together a number of times. Okay. And she's again a good sort of, she kind of asks for me to do her stuff because they have a good relationship. Yeah. I did a really great show with Peter Capaldi, who's now Doctor Who. Called After Sun, which was really fun and nice show. And he's a funny guy. Ray Winston, he was different. He was tough but good, and Andrew Michael Caine, which was interesting. I did a campaign with Nicole Scherzinger. She's great, I had a lot of fun with her. She's really good fun and really wants to work. And if you set off on the route of being a director, inevitably part of that is going to be, you hope, working with stars in some way. And obviously you're always a little bit nervous and daunted by them, but they want to do good work, and they want to know that they're normal people who've somehow, through stroke of luck, have become this sort of iconic figure. But when you scrape that away, then and you're coming to them as a director rather than as a fan, you suddenly are on a kind of level playing field, and you have to kind of keep that in mind and not be overwhelmed by them, and actually I find that it's that first meeting you think this person's going to be fine, be great, Anyone can be a filmmaker, but not everyone can be good at it, but everyone can do it. And I think it's easier to be a filmmaker than ever before, because the technology, allows us to make films for little or nothing. Yeah. But the difference is, it isn't about the lighting and whatever. It's about, the script and the ideas, that go on here. And I think that, you never stop learning. And you learn by exposing yourself to lots and lots of different kinds of work and trying to kind of understand why something works as opposed to something that doesn't.